Hello Year 1 and welcome to English. Before you start this English lesson, it might be useful to go back and watch the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears before starting this lesson. There is a link to the story on Dojo. Our learning objective for today is to create a wanted poster. Just like we did in history when we created a wanted poster about Guy Fawkes, we are going to be creating a wanted poster about Goldilocks. Our wanted posters include verbs to describe what Goldilocks did. Do you know what a verb is? That's right, a verb is an action word. Can you think of an example of a verb? I thought of running and jumping. Those are both verbs. Our wanted posters are going to include capital letters at the beginning of our sentences and also for names and places. We're going to use full stops at the end of our sentences and we are going to use finger spaces. We are also going to use our neatest handwriting. I have to say, some of the handwriting that I have seen on Dojo has been absolutely amazing and it has been very neat. Let's have a look at which lenses we are going to be focusing on in today's lesson. Can you remember what this lens is called? That's right, it's the looking lens. So we're going to be concentrating on the looking lens and also, do you know which lens this is? That's right, it's the action lens and this is when we are going to be using our verbs in our writing. Now, have a think. What do we need to include in a wanted poster? Let's have a look together. So the first thing that we are going to include on our wanted poster is a picture of Goldilocks, so that whoever looks at the wanted poster knows exactly what she looks like. So our pictures need to have the long blonde flowing hair and the green headband just like she does. We are also going to include her name and we're going to make sure that we remember to use a capital letter at the beginning of her name. We are going to include the story title, so the book that she is from. We're going to write about what crime she committed. And then we are also going to mention about when she was last seen. So let's start and fill out each section together. So the first one is name. So I'm going to write Goldilocks. There we go. Is that right? Oh, what's missing? That's right, I've forgotten to use a capital letter for a name. How could I forget? So glad that you are here to remind me. There we go, that's much better. Next thing that I'm going to write is the story title. Which book is Goldilocks from? That's right, Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Let's have a look at the next section of the wanted poster that we are going to be filling out. Now we are going to be thinking, what did Goldilocks do? What was her crime? And this is when we are going to be using our verbs, our action words. I would like you to pause this video and tell your grown-up anything that you think Goldilocks did in the story that was wrong that we can write down as her crime. Pause this video and tell your grown-up now. Okay, year one, whilst you was telling your grown-up, I was also having a think. I thought that Goldilocks should not have broken into the Three Bears' house. I thought that she also shouldn't have eaten Baby Bear's porridge. And then I also thought that she broke Baby Bear's chair and just left it. Did you think of anything else? Now we are going to be using these ideas to write up the crime section on our wanted poster. Can you remind me, what did we say that we were going to include whilst we were writing? That's right, we said capital letters, full stops, finger spaces, and also neatest handwriting. So I'm going to start off Goldilocks' name with a capital letter for G. So Goldilocks broke into the Three Bears' house. Then I'm going to start a new sentence. I don't want to start it with Goldilocks again. I want to think of a different sentence starter. So I'm going to start it with the tricky word she this time. How do I spell she? I know that because it's a tricky word, I can't segment it. How do I spell she? That's right. A s, a h, and an e. And I've remembered, because I'm starting a new sentence, that I need a capital letter. So I'm going to put she also ate the porridge. And I'm feeling really clever, so I'm going to use the conjunction and broke baby bear's chair. What do I need to put at the end of my sentence? That's right, a full stop. Let's read our two sentences together. Goldilocks broke into the Three Bears' house. She also ate the porridge and broke Baby Bear's chair. The last section of our wanted poster was to put on the poster about when she was last seen. Have a think back to the story. Goldilocks was asleep in Baby Bear's bed when the Three Bears came home and woke her up. What happened next? That's right, she jumped up, she ran out of the house, and she ran into the woods. Perfect. So she was last seen. I'm going to use my full sentence, so I'm going to start with a capital letter. Running, that's a good verb. Into, tricky word there. And then woods. This uses our short sound that we were learning in phonics. Woods. Running into the woods, and I'm going to put a full stop. You are now going to complete your very own wanted poster for Goldilocks. You can do this on the sheet, on Dojo, or you can do it on a piece of paper and your grown-up can take a picture and put that onto Dojo so that your teacher can see it. Don't forget to use capital letters, full stops and finger spaces, and beautiful handwriting. Me and Miss Cardus can't wait to see your wanted posters.